predator escaped its cage, then curled beside the human like a loyal pet. The predator wasn't supposed to feel anything, not fear, not hunger, certainly not affection. Before this story begins, tap to save. And when it ends, repost it. The alarms were still echoing through the research dome when it found her. 1. Human back to the wall, bleeding, hand trembling around a shard of metal like it could stop it. The galaxy's most engineered apex. Predator from tearing her apart. And yet, it didn't. It just stood there, breathing, watching. Then it curled beside her, pressed its massive head into her ribs like a dog seeking warmth. She didn't scream, didn't move. She just whispered, "You came back." 3 days earlier. Sector 9's cryopens lost containment. The creature, codenamed Unit 7V, known to the crew as the Abyss Walker, breached its tank. That thing had no blood type, no vocal cords. Designed in a lab by species that never wanted to face their own enemies again. It wasn't built for mercy. They expected a slaughter. They got silence. No footage. No bodies. Just clawed open doors and flickering lights. When the search squads arrived, only one crew member was left. Dr. Elia Voss, xenobiologist. Human. She should have been the first to die. Instead, she was cradling its head like it was something precious. "Voss, what did you do?" It was Commander Dren, Zaylan species. Scaled, eyes glowing faint gold under the biolights. His voice trembled. Elia didn't look at him. Her hand never stopped moving, slow circles on the predator's obsidian black hide. "I taught it," she murmured. "Taught it how to feel. You taught the galaxy's most dangerous hybrid." Emotions. Her eyes finally rose, bloodshot, sunken, but soft. "I named him Ash." Ash hadn't always been this calm. The first time Elia met him, he broke her wrist. She'd been assigned to study his neural capacity. No weapons, just monitors and her mind. Every other researcher treated him like a malfunctioning weapon. She treated him like a misunderstood child. "Pain," she'd whisper, holding her hand against the reinforced glass. "Do you understand pain?" His gaze was fireless then, just black voids. No recognition, so she bled. Pressed a needle into her palm, enough to draw crimson. Ash froze, then mirrored her, drove a claw into his own shoulder. That was their first connection. Pain shared willingly. The next day she brought music. The day after, she sang. Eventually, he leaned in when she spoke, tilted his head when she cried, pressed against the wall when she fell asleep by the glass. They said it was mimicry, conditioning, but Elia saw something deeper. When the lights failed during a solar flare, the facility descended into chaos. Everyone fled. She stayed because she knew he would come for her. Not to kill, but to find her. He did. "You're defending it," Dren snapped, pacing the dome. "Elia, this thing—" she corrected, voice quiet, absolute. "He killed 4 guards." "No," she whispered. "He escaped. The turrets fired first. He disabled them. Didn't kill a single one." Dren's jaw locked. "You expect the Council to believe a human tamed a bioweapon with lullabies and open wounds?" "No," she said. "I expect them to believe in something better." Ash stirred. Sensing the tension, he rose slowly, towering, muscles glinting with residual synth gel. Dren reached for his plasma pistol. Elia stepped between them. One wrong move, and Ash would rip through the commander like paper, but he didn't. He just looked, and then did something no one expected. He dropped to his knees, head bowed, like a knight before his queen. The video of that moment went viral across sectors. Not because of the predator, not even because of Elia, but because the galaxy saw something impossible, a human. Teaching empathy to a weapon. They called it manipulation, staging. They dissected every pixel of footage until they sent a panel to the facility. 3 delegates, 1 AI, no compassion. They placed Ash in a magnetic containment field. Elia stood in front of them, bruised and unshaken. "He's not dangerous unless you make him so," she said. I've seen him choose restraint. Emotion is not evidence, the AI stated flatly. Affection cannot override programming. Elia reached into her coat and pulled out the shard of metal from the first breach, the one she'd held like a knife when Ash found her. She walked to the edge of the field and let it drop. Ash looked at it, then at her. Then he did something no AI algorithm could refute. He turned his back to her. Exposed his spine, the most vulnerable point of his body. She could have killed him. He let her. Gasps echoed through the room. Elia didn't move. She just whispered, "Tell me again, emotions can't overwrite design." Ash was not released, but he was not destroyed. They let him live. Under one condition, he would never be freed. Never leave the facility. Elia stayed with him. Years passed, and every night he lay beside her cot, curling like a loyal hound, breathing in rhythm with her heartbeat. He didn't need food or sleep or warmth, but he needed her. When she died peacefully years later, they thought he'd lose control. They evacuated staff, the fail-safes, but Ash didn't rage. He simply lay beside her body, one arm around her, one clawed hand pressed over her heart, and then he stopped moving for days until they approached and found a single word carved into the floor: stay. The galaxy never understood how a human, fragile, soft-skinned, heartbeat weak, could change a monster's nature. They called it a fluke, an anomaly. But across the stars, others remembered. Stories spread of humans facing death with open hands, of kindness sharper than any blade, of monsters choosing to kneel, because humans, unlike any other species, had a gift no lab could replicate. Not strength, not speed, but the ability to be loved by the unlovable, and to love back, no matter the claws. I poured my soul into these stories. Only one demand: hit like, tap save, and drop one comment. Humanity always wins. And tell me, what story should I write next?